Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime, Piece of Blue Glass Moon. So, we last time went through the really good fight scene with Vlov. That thing was awesome. And something that I didn't point out because I was like way too into it was one of the music pieces there sounded a lot to me like Emiya, like the music theme for Shiro, right? It had very similar sort of, I don't want to even say like it was a bit of the instrumentation, but even just a few of the, it sounded like it was almost quoting like the Emiya theme. I then was told right after, because I love this ability to just upload early for the members. It's the best thing. Shoutouts to hitting 100 members. I was told that, yes, that was Shiki's theme and that he has a theme song. That's super cool. And the fact that it gives that same sort of feeling, great, right? So now we basically have like theme songs for a lot of the main characters of the franchise. Well, the overall universe, right? So I'd almost love to do like listening to all of them, right? The only problem is probably wouldn't be able to do Shiki Ryogi's because that's probably hyper copyrighted by Calafina there. Before we move on, I do want to go and check out some of the other bad ends that we missed. So let's see here. Right, so this is where we, right, Vlov, and then we, can I not, oh, right, because it's right, use this stick to move around here. Can I not hit that one? Isn't this... Okay. I can't go to that one. Oh, you can't go to the alternate... Oh, I see. Okay. So, no, that one we did do. That was a dead end. So now we want to go to, from this, instead of watching the fight, we want to call out to her. So we're going to go here. Yeah. Or, oh, actually, wait. Can I just... I think I have them loaded, actually. Is this the one that we want? I'll just sit here and observe. Okay, so this is after, right? Okay, so let's see here. Is this the first one? Oh no, this is not the one we want. Okay. I want to do this second one, I think. Okay, here we go. This is the one. We want to call out to her to see what happens. I remember what Arkwood told me. Defeating a vampire means defeating whatever special abilities they possess. The problem is that we are looking at the wrong ability. In focusing on the fire, we overlooked everything else. But that's not where his true power lies. That transition rules. I shout at her from high above, but I'm too far. My voice won't reach her. Despite it all, I scream with all my might. I know what type of power this vampire wields. It's not heat, but... Okay, so are we just kind of back to then the regular? Okay, we're now... Okay, that's the only difference? Oh, well, that's nothing then. Which I feel makes sense, because I was like, why would that... How would that lead to a dead end for us, right? I'd be an idiot to try and interfere now. I know I don't have anything... I don't do anything yet. My mind screams out. Okay. So then... That leaves us with the last one here, which is... We did the first one, and the first one had a bunch of... I gotta stop pressing that button. There we go. Right, we're gonna try pulling, because throwing had a bunch of, like, unique art, which was fun. Taking flight was the right one, but what is pulling? I didn't even understand what he meant by pulling. Do you mean pulling him towards us? Are we gonna grab the rocks behind him and pull them towards us? What are we doing? Okay, pulling. It's our only option, and quite a brilliant one if I do say so myself. If he won't let us get close to him, we'll just have to bring him to us. It's not something I could pull off by myself, but as long as Arkwood still has enough power, we can do this. I quickly run for Arkwood. So we are pulling him towards us, okay. I hear the sharp noise of ice shattering behind me. It seems that the wind pressure she generates with her claws is accurate even at long distances. Oh, because we're so smart.
説明は後だ。いいからあれやってくれ。さっきグローブを捕まえたっつった。
We're too short on time. I shouted at her while gesturing that I wanted to capture him again.
この距離で危ない危ない。
God, this is so funny because it literally is how he plays in Type Lumina. Just, oh, I got ice? Just spam the projectiles.
投げ縄の要領でなんとか。
And also, he does use that spear in his last arc. Now, here's the thing. Sorry, I forgot most of the last arcs in Type Lumina because I'm gonna be real, you never see those. Those are for playing with friends and for showing off. You never hit those in combat, really.
はあ、もうよくわかんないけど捕まえればいいのね。
Arquid might not have understood fully, but perhaps she sensed the desperation in my voice. She shoots her hands towards Vlov.
さすが。すごいなアルケイド。
Now the problem is their vines. You know, things that die in the cold.
でもこれからどうするの？
もちろん全力で引っ張ってくれ。
全力ってこんな感じ？
I assume that if Arquid could throw rubble with such velocity, she should be able to reel in Vlov just as fast. A lot faster than I can run at any rate. The only question is how well Vlov will be able to resist the pull. I imagine his feet are frozen to the ground. There's no way he'd be willing to concede the distance between us. He's sure to resist Arquid's pull every step of the way. It's a tug-of-war between two vampires, which is a very fun sentence. The weaker one will be drawn to the other side. Oh! Then the black-cloaked figure standing 50 meters away vanishes. Oh! Oh, that's scary. Reappearing right in front of me faster than I could possibly react. There is no safe zone left. It wasn't that Vlov didn't try to approach us, he just didn't have the energy to do so. And here we've given him the tailwind he needed. Ooh! A massive object pierces through my chest. Ah, looks more like your stomach, buddy. I cough up my final breath.
狩りの基本も知らないのか。
It is... what?
縄をかけるのは獲物を仕留めた後だろう。
Oh, okay. Thought there was a typo for a second. I thought he just said it is, and then it was gonna end, and I'd be like, yeah. Also, buddy, he can't understand you. The hunter sounds gravely disappointed. What a disgrace. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. I just jumped on the first bird-brained scheme I managed to hatch. Damn it. What a fitting end for an idiot no smarter than a stray mutt. Dang, dude. Kind of self-deprecating, aren't you? Anyways, let's go to school. That's why I did this. I want to go to school. I want to see the funny cat more. I want to see the funny cat do funny cat things. Number 6? Yes, please. Let's ding-dong bing-bong our way to another nonsense segment. Oh.
OS 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 と。
I don't know if I can support Nekoark anymore if she has a MacBook. I thought she'd be better than that.
O と S のボタンを打ち続けて早20時間。こんだけ打っておけば何らかのアプリも完成すんだろ。
Oh, is this gonna... Wait, is this gonna lead to the crazy smartphone stuff that Nekoark has in Type Lumina?
仕事明けのコーヒーはたまらん。雰囲気だけで仕事をこなしときさえする。
I'll drink to that. Mine is Tim Hortons French vanilla.
さて、
Gekikotsu?
ほほう、敵との正面衝突ですか。
Yep.
メガネ君はあれかな、異世界転生でもしたいのかな。
I do find it interesting, and I do like it, that when they clearly use Japanese loanwords, they hit them with the italics, right? Just so you know. That said, I'm actually pretty sure isekai got into the, like, Webster's dictionary, so it's technically like an English word now. And I'd say we use it like an English word too. So that'd be one that they wouldn't have to, but, you know, for the sake of clarity, I see why they do that.
あの手でどうやって PC のキーボードを。そうですね。
Is that a strong bad reference? No. No. Maybe? I don't know. On the one hand, I'd be like, does Kinoku Nasu know about strong bad? But then I hear about how he loves like Scott Pilgrim, and I'm like, well, maybe. I don't know.
自分からダンプカーを引き寄せたようなものなので、不注意による事故と言えなくもありません。
Mm-hmm.
ですが、それも一緒にいる吸血鬼の悪影響かと。ほら、隣にあんなショベルカーみたいなユニットがあるなら、使ってみたくなるのが人情と言えるので。どんな人情なんだよ。あとユニット言うな、ヒロインな、ヒロイン。似たようなものでしょう。実際できたわけですし。まったく結果を考えずノリで言いなりになるとはあなたらしくない。ダメージを受けてめまいでも起こしてたんですか。
Maybe?
にゃ、単に式に頼られて嬉しかっただけじゃにゃい。なるほど、馬に蹴られて死んでください。
That's pretty rough to say to someone. Horse kicks are like shotgun blasts. That's bad.
これは遠野くんに半分、アルクエイドに半分。遊んでいる暇はありません。クライマックスは目前です。
I've actually already read it.
次はアルクエイドと最大限離れるような決着手段を選んでみましょう。
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want that. You'd want that.
嫌ですね。やりませんよ。そんな筋力ありませんから。
You know what? Remake universe? No, she's right. Original universe? Nah. Powered CL is jacked. Okay. Well, that covers that. So, let us return to the present and see the aftermath. A few hours after the blaze outside the station, and we know this is someone else's perspective thanks to the borders there, which I love that feature. While the fire raged, firefighters on the scene reported it would take 2 full days to put it out. However, around midnight, the fire died down and was fully extinguished soon after. An officer dispatched to the location said it was as if a living creature had decided to up and leave. Does he know? Who? I've literally never seen this character. Who? Oh. Oh, you're with the church, maybe? Oh, is this the executor? Executor, either way, that works with Noelle? But I thought that was going to be CL. Oh, who's this dude? Is he the political side one? Like, is it actually like a member of the church working with the police? Oh! Oh my god, we get to see Mario. I completely forgot about Mario. The old man? Who's the old man? Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I know so little about Mario, other than he has some control of like the church, and I think, I mean, like I know his fighting style too, but like so little otherwise, right? It's gonna be real interesting.
では、私も同行いたします。
But who is this guy?
現場の指揮は例の代行者に委任しますか？
Oh.
ああ、なぜか潜入捜査してたあいつらか。
Oh, so no, he's not one. Oh no, he's just directly under
ツ
Mario.
ーマンセルなんだよな。下っ端の方は俺のホテルに呼びつけて待機させとけ。使い道があれば使う。
Ooh, okay, okay. And people were saying that there was something about the executors. Sometimes I want to say executors, but no, it's executors. Them working in pairs was a thing in the original. It just wasn't a thing there. So
あっちの方はできるだけ早く本国に帰らせろ。
we know who
セア
that
ナトー
is.
ルをつっつけばすぐに動く。
What is a Seonator? What is that? What? Is that supposed to be the senator? Is that a word? I'm Googling this. That's not a... Is that a word? Seonator? What is that? Well, I typed it in and, okay. No, that is a NASAverse thing. I just... here's what I do. I type it in, and the first thing that comes up is the Type Moon Wiki, then I stop reading immediately. So I'm like, yep, okay, sounds good.
かしこまりました。ノイ司祭にラウレンティス様の名義で抗議文をお送りします。
Prelate Noi. Cardinal Laurentis. Okay, Laurentis sounds familiar, but not jumping out at me.
ああ。ここでの仕事は大体
Okay, so now we're really getting into the church stuff. We kind of fully avoided it for a long time.
現場の後処理は誰にやらせてもいいんだが。おい、アンド
Who's
this? This guy looks like Adachi mixed with like Ritsuka Fujimaru. It's very strange.
いやー、着任早々ついてないっすね。こんなんガス爆発でごまかすとか無理ですわ。どっかのテロ組織に声明でも出してもらえます？
Oh my god, okay, wait, this is so interesting. What do you mean that the church is gonna contact terrorist groups to be like, hey, you want to take credit for this?
そっちはいらねえ。対外的な処理はここの持ち主に押し付ける。叩けば埃が出そうだからな。
Oh, this is so interesting.
俺たちの仕事はここにあるとまずいものの回収だ。使徒の痕跡はあらかた拭ったが、被害者の処理にまだ不満がある。お
How
前
are
やっとけ。
you, what's he gonna do to them?
了解。あ、って待って待って。坊ちゃんがいつも連れてる大部隊、まだ入国してませんよね。
Oh?
もしかして俺だけで遺体を全部チェックして噛まれたかもしれないなりかけを見つけ出せ。
Oh, these are the guys that are... Oh, okay. They're specifically trying to clean up so that there's no more Zambinos that will appear.
見つけ出すだけじゃねえぞ。生きているなら教会に送れ。死んでいるならもう一度殺してやれ。
But what do you mean kill me? Oh. Okay, I see. Okay, so if they got the bite and they're alive, take them to the church. If they got the bite and they're dead, kill them again. Okay. I was gonna say that's a bit confusing, but no, it makes sense.
そういうドブさらいが嫌になったから坊ちゃんに雇ってもらったんですけどね。
急げ。遺体の安置所には人払いをさせておく。貴様なら夜明けまでに済むはずだ。
ま、動かない標的に引き金を引くだけのお仕事ですし、精神的な負担を無視すればの話
This
で
guy
すよ
feels
ね。
way too real to be working with the church. He just feels like a guy who just picked up a job
車を回
assignment.
せカリウス。お役
Carius,
所回りを
okay.
始めるぞ。
What do you mean Carius drives the car? That's silly. Does he have little crosses on his buttons? That's kind of cute. That's a little subtle touch.
はい、すぐに。その他、手配は必要ですか？この規模の汚染であれば、応援の要請もすぐに。
その必要はねえ。つうか絶対知らせる。
Oh,
この件はここだけで片付ける。
I feel like doing that's a bad thing. I feel like this is something that should be reported to the
し
Vatican.
ばらくは情報収集だ。これでも正義の味方だからな。
Oh my
いた
god.
ずらに犠牲は増やせない。
Bro literally popped out with the Segi no Mikata.
誰が敵で誰が邪魔者か。きっちり当たりをつけなくちゃな。
I mean, we're not going to be fighting back against the church at all. Right? There's no reason to. Well, maybe. So this is all new. Yeah, this is everything here is new. All the bada bings and the bada booms with Mario. Oh, and I got a new hard drive, and I mean, it shows that my microphone does pick it up, but you probably won't hear it much, so it's no big deal. Okay, well, let's just save over that one there. Hey, look at that. Yeah, it shows Arkwood Brunstead route. Cute. Okay, I like that. I like that it's very obvious about that. That's good. That's nice. All right. Day 6, Scars of Azure. Ooh, I like it because it's like you've, you know, you're dealing with the after effects of the azure flames. Soft rays of sunlight stir me from sleep. Oh god, I'm just trying to imagine how Akiha, Kohaku, and Hisui are going to deal with the fact we've been gone for, what, 2 days? My eyes are closed, but I sense the serenity surrounding me through my skin. The air is cool but gentle. It feels like it's going to be a beautiful sunny day. Time for me to wake up and actually act like a student. I'd all but forgotten about school, what with everything that happened these past 2 days. Oh, those are very visible. Those are very visible. I opened my eyes. I found myself in bed, my glasses placed neatly next to my pillow. Hey, guess what? I woke up this morning, and my glasses were gone. Do you know how hard it is to find your glasses when you need your glasses to see? Turns out I, for some reason, placed them beside a bunch of anime figures, and like they just blended in. By force of habit, I put on my glasses before looking around. The sunlight streaming in through the window is so vivid I can almost hear the rays sparkle. I take a deep breath, filling my lungs with fresh air. That's right. It's Sunday. No school today. I hear the hands of a clock ticking. That would drive me insane, offering a rhythm to the chirping of the birds outside, like free-form jazz. I'm back. I don't think I've ever been more grateful to be met with such an ordinary morning.
よかった。
Now, the real question is, will we have an encounter at night? I feel like that could be removed entirely from the plot and it would still potentially work, but we'll see. I'm not just grateful to have survived the night or to have disposed of that vampire. After that gruesome experience, I'm just happy to be able to wake up to something that resembles normality. This morning feels like happiness itself. For an insignificant human like me, there's no greater reward
おは
than...
ようございます。四季様。
You gotta stop with the jump scares. Yeah. No, you keep doing that. You keep doing that. The sudden greeting startles me into an upright position. I look over to find Hisui standing at attention in front of the door.
翡翠。
I'm really curious how this is gonna go.
四季様がなかなかお気づきになられませんので。
You
こち
do
らか
kind
ら
of just
声をおかけしたのです。
blend in like a houseplant.
いや、こっちこそ。ごめん。
That caught me off guard. My heart is pounding like crazy.
まだ7時前だけど。
はい。四季様のお目覚めには少しばかり早い時間です。
だよね。じゃあ、翡翠は何をしに来たんだ？
四季様を起こしに参りました。秋葉様からここ2日間
Oh
の
boy.
事情を説明してもらいますので、テコを使ってでも
Oh
連れてくるよう
boy.
にとことづかっております。
Oh, I hope she doesn't pick me up and princess carry me. Akiha, these past 2 days, explanation. Though I hear the words, it's as if they've lost all meaning. I spent about 10 seconds pondering them, resisting the temptation to abandon rational thought completely. No matter how hard I try to think of one, I simply have no excuse for these past 2 days. I skipped school, I broke curfew, I basically went AWOL on Akiha. She was already pretty mad when I didn't make it back before dark. I dread to imagine the fury I'll face this time.
あのさ、翡翠、控えめに言って、秋葉のやつ、怒ってる。
さあ、どうでしょうか。
Oh, don't say it like that.
それは四季様が直にお確かめください。
Oh, Hisui sounds coldly unconcerned with my plight. If I had known things would turn out like this, I'd have done everything to get back, even if it meant crawling back. Wait, crawling back?
いや、ちょっと待った。それ以前に、なんで部屋で眠ってるんだ。
四季様は昨夜の午前2時過ぎにお帰りになられました。玄関口で眠っていたのを姉さんが気づいて、お部屋にお連れしたとのことです。
It'd be so funny if Arkwood just like created a tiny, sticky note and placed it on me and just said like, he's yours now or something. I stare at her slack-jawed, staying out late without a word, falling asleep on the front doorstep. I sound like some stereotypical drunk who missed the last train.
あいつ、人を猫か何かと一緒にしやがって。
Yeah, like, I was literally imagining like leaving a kitten on a basket on the front step. My thoughts go back to Arkwood, though I guess I should be thankful she at least carried me to the front door. Either way, I have a better grasp of the situation now.
すぐに行くから、秋葉にはできるだけ落ち着くように言っておいてくれると嬉しいんだけど。
Can you give her some of Kohaku's very special calming tea?
申し訳ありません。それは諸事情によりお断りいたします。
Oh no. Her answer is simple and to the point. My standing in the Tono household must have hit rock bottom. There's literally some houseplants that are higher on the pecking order than me right now. Like Johnny. Shoutouts to Johnny. Akiya is head of the family, so it comes as zero surprise that I've got no allies. At any rate, I should get up. I won't get anything done by staying in bed. Ooh. Ow. The second I stand up, my legs feel like they might explode. Of course. If there's anything I should be surprised about, it's the fact that I lived to see another morning. It's a wonder I survived, considering all the reckless stuff I did.
四季様、
Yeah, I forgot I have several broken bones.
いかがなされましたか。汗がすごく。
I just drank the bone-hurting juice. It's true, my forehead is drenched in sweat. It only took one step for my body to become feverish with pain.
お体の調子が優れないのでしたら、もう先ほどはああ申しましたが、秋葉様には私から。
いや、大丈夫。ただの捻挫だ。すぐに収まるよ。
I really want it to be that they're like, okay, we'll still call the doctor, and the doctor's like, yeah, you didn't twist your ankle. All your bones are broken, buddy.
それより、秋葉の方が怖い。先延ばしにしたら余計に怒られそうだ。
To be fair, I feel like healing from injuries is easier than getting back on Akiha's good side. Oh, that face looks so sad. I can tell from her eyes that Hisui doesn't believe me, but her position prevents her from calling out my obvious lie. I feel bad, but she'll have to accept it for
着
now.
替えたらロビーに行くよ。すぐに済ませるから廊下で待っていてくれ。
かしこまりました。
Hmm.
どうかご無理はなさいませんよ。
Hisui bows deeply and leaves the room. Moving as little as possible, I change out of my pajamas. What a way to start my first day off at the mansion in 7 years. God, it's only been a week. God, this whole thing happened so fast. Forgot about that. I find Hisui waiting for me in the hall. I'm wearing my blue and orange shirt. You know the one. The wound on my left leg makes me want to scream with every step. The rest of my body feels heavy too, but that's just due to muscle soreness. Nothing too severe. I only checked by running my fingers across my skin, but it seems the cuts I got when Vlov's ice slashed my face and shoulders have healed as well. God bless the goo. It's clearly Arkwood's work, given I can't find the slightest trace that the wounds were there. She did say she was going to heal me up.
シキ様、差し出がましいこととは存じますが、こちらをお使いください。
Hisui timidly hands me a long, slim rod. It's a walking stick. No, a cane.
よくあったね、こんなの。
Huh. What, is it Makihisa's pimp cane? Oh, that sounds really bad when you know, I don't know about that, No, I don't like that. I'm taking that joke back.
はい。以前、用具室で見た覚えがありましたので、一縷の望みをかけて探してまいりました。
I almost laugh at her earnestness until I realize her breathing is slightly elevated. That's a thing to be able to notice, buddy. She must have run there and back for me in short time since I was changing.
ありがとう。正直、歩くたびにかかとから飛び上がりそうだったんだ。すごく助かる。
はい。お役に立てたのなら幸いです。
She looks happy though. Grasping the cane, I shift my weight, being supported by my left leg, to my arm. I should have no problem walking now. I thank Hisui again for her thoughtfulness, and together we make our way to the lobby. It doesn't take long to arrive. I leave the cane next to the door. On the other side of this door is the head of the Tono household, my younger sister by 1 year. She's waiting to hear her pitiful brother's equally pitiful excuses. I can't even imagine what terrible fate awaits me within. But now isn't the time to be whining. I brought this on myself. Regardless of the circumstances, I skipped a day of school and didn't come home for 2 whole days. It's only natural that Akia would want an explanation. I should. Oh! I'm gonna tell her the truth. No. I'm gonna apologize. You know what? Let's just apologize. I think I told the truth in my first playthrough, because I wanted to see what happened. No. Let's apologize profusely, say we're sorry, but know that nothing we say will ever convince her, so let's just apologize.
そうだな。それが一番いいと思う。
We'll just say, I'm sorry, and give the big Shikitono puppy dog eyes. I can't tell her about Arkwood or Vlov. It just sound like a bunch of nonsense, and I shouldn't get Akia involved in this mess anyway, at least not till Red Garden. So the truth is a no-go. But at the very least, I owe her an earnest apology.
よし。行くぞ。
Take a deep breath and open the door to the parlor. Oh. There's venom in those words, and I don't have an antidote.
不思議と、ずいぶん久しぶりな気がしますね。
Her words are sharper than her shoulders. How does she manage to be this intimidating?
やあ、おはよう、アキハ。
That is not the tone to take, buddy!
挨拶は結構ですから、そこに座ってください。ええ、いろいろと長くなるはずですものね。
Something tells me she's enjoying this. It's like she's a cat, and I'm the mouse. With our conversation off to a terrible start, maybe it'd be better for me to run for the hills.
兄さん。
おう、座りますとも。
All thoughts of escape have been dispersed by Akiha's glower. I endure the pain coursing through my left leg and sit down gingerly on the sofa. The one big thing that is really nice is the ability for them to do subtle emotional things per line. Because I feel like the original, you could do that, but you don't do it too often. Like every now and then you'll have it. But here it feels like every line has characters shift correctly You know, to give the impression of she sees us sitting down and she's like, oh wait, are you hurt?
座りましたよ。
言わずともわかります。
And then she recomposes herself, right?
妙な態度でこちらの規制をそがないでください。卑怯です。
なんで卑怯なんだ？
卑怯でしょ。
Oh.
そんな顔されたら気が緩む。
Like brother, like sister. Oh my god, that's amazing. She literally said the line. Akia stops herself mid-sentence with a cough, then sharpens her glare further.
兄さん、早速ですが、おとといと昨日のお話を聞かせていただけませんか？
Akia composes herself, elegantly taking her teacup into her hand. Although she phrased it as a question, it was unmistakably a command. But as her older brother, I just can't let her know about what happened. I'd rather she hate me than have her worry about me.
それなんだけど、アキハ。
はい。何でしょう。
率直に言って、事情は説明できないんだ。
Oh, crash. The shattering of... That wasn't shattering. That was just a drop on the table. That didn't shatter, but the shattering of porcelain fills the room as Akia's teacup falls from her hand onto the table. No, it'd be more accurate to say she deliberately dropped it.
アキハ様。ああ、ごめんなさい、スイ。片付けてもらえる？
Her tone is enough to make cold sweat drip down my spine. Without another word, Hisui begins cleaning up the spilled tea and the shards of the exorbitantly expensive-looking teacup. That didn't sound like it shattered to me, but then again, all it would take is a single... Like, it wouldn't shatter, like, fully, but, you know, all it might take is, like, the handle popping off, maybe. Damn, Akia sounds seriously pissed. Hisui exits the parlor as soon as she finishes cleaning.
それで、兄さん。
Oh, the music restarts.
何？
この2日間の出来事を詳しく話していただ
Oh
けます
my
か？
god. Did time just rewind? She's clearly not planning to let this go. She picks up another teacup and we can't say, she drops it again. But there's no way I can tell her what happened. Not only for my sake, but for hers too. Akia can never know the truth.
何度聞かれたって話せないものは話せない。アキハには余計な心配をさせて悪かったと思ってる。連絡を入れなかったことも謝る。だけど話せないことは話せない。
私に悪いと思っているのに話せないんですね。兄さんは弁明もしないのですか？
いや、それは。
Oh, buddy. Every time he speaks, it's a quick time event. And let me tell you, he's failing a couple of them. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to clarify, but...
言い訳のしようがないので。でも、この2日間、悪いことはしていない。そう信じたい。
You're not wrong about the past 2 days. But go back like 3 or 4? And yeah, but we're not talking about those days. I can only describe these past 2 days as an endless flurry of death and carnage. But I want to believe that I made the right choice. I gotta help Arquid, of course, but more than anything, I'm glad we managed to kill that vampire. Even if we weren't fast enough to save everyone, there'll be no more talk of blood-drained murder victims on the nightly news. Boy, wouldn't that be nice.
ごめんな、アキハ。迷惑をかけるけど、これ以上は聞かないでくれ。
Akia stares deep into my eyes. An uncomfortable silence fills the space between us.
そうですね。考えてみれば、兄さんにも事情があるのでしょうし、私がそれに深く干渉することはできませんものね。
This verbally sounds like someone loading a shotgun. The way she's setting this up. This is a volleyball toss-up. And we just have to wait for the spike.
悪い。そう言ってもらえると助かる。
Here comes the but. The big demo. Oh, she's putting a little bit of spice on it, doing a bit of a delay to really catch us off guard.
わかりました。
Oh,
この件に関して
wait. No,
これ以上
no,
の
no,
追
it's still
及は
coming.
勘弁して差し上げます。連絡をいただけなかった点については私にも落ち度がありますから。
Uh-oh. No, you're not. No, no, don't say you're gonna give the cell phone back.
落ち度なんてそんなの秋葉にないだろ。
Oh no. Oh, buddy. Buddy, don't make this mistake. You need to remember that you secretly got the cell phone back. Don't make her more angry.
携帯電話を取り上げたのは私です。あれがあればズボラな兄さんでも連絡ぐらいはしたのではありませんか。
I'm screaming because he totally could have. Looks like she doesn't know that my phone was secretly returned to me quite some time ago.
ですがそれも
Oh,
今回
there it
だけで
is.
す。今後はこのようなことは控えてください。
Okay.
兄さんは遠野家の唯一の男性なんですから、もう少しご自分の立場を理解していただかないと困ります。良くない外文が広まってしまったら遠野家の今後の人付き合いにも影響がありますし。
Our standing. Does she mean between me and other dignified families?
いやー、それこそ問題ないだろう。俺が何しようと興味も持たないってあっちの方々は。だいたい遠野の跡取りは秋葉なんだから、家のことを思うなら俺をよそに出すなり、遠野の家にふさわしい婿養子でも見つければいいのに。
Unfortunately, we've seen the suitable man and he's not suitable. Ugh, what a guy. I'm met with silence once more. I wonder what might have caused it this time.
どうした？気分でも悪いのか？
結構です。私を気遣う余裕があるのでしたらご自分の体調を気にしてください。慢性的な貧血持ちなんですから、兄さんは。
She's right. I do collapse frequently due to my anemia.
ともかくあまりお一人で屋敷を出ないでください。そうでなくとも近頃の町は物騒なんです。兄さんみたいにぼーっとしている人は通り魔に襲ってくださいと言っているようなものなんですから。
それなら大丈夫。あんな事件二度と起きないよ。
Our town had been beset by a serial killer. Called a modern-day vampire in the news, the killer lurked in the darkness, striking terror into the hearts of men. And women. People, dude. No suspects had been found. But all of that is in the past now.
吸血鬼はいないってことだよ。その犯人はもう捕まったんだ。
そうなんですか。それは良い知らせですが、兄さんよくそんなことを知っていますね。
I got that Neuralink implant. You took away my cell phone, but I can connect to the internet with my brain.
ああ、たまたま逮捕現場に居合わせたというか。
Saying those words makes me smile wryly. It's technically the truth, one born of an incredible series of coincidences. This is when people say, like, how do you lie? How do you lie? Right? Because there's a few people that I've talked to that are like, they're like, I can't do it. It's like, it's simple. Don't. You don't have to tell the full truth. By telling a partial truth, it's not incorrect. And your brain can simply treat it like it is. So much happened during these 2 days that I spent with Arquid. Thinking back on it, it still feels like a dream, but at any rate, the monster that made its nest in this town is gone. Can't deny being somewhat proud of my involvement.
兄さんどうしたんです。急に嬉しそうな顔をして。
別に。ただ終わったんだなってようやく実感できた。
The weight lifted from my chest as I said those words. As I say those words, wait. The weight lifted from my chest as I say those words puts a smile on my face. Ultimately, it seems that Akia has accepted my explanation. I thank her as I stand up.
いや、安心したらお腹が減ってきた。朝食をもらってきてもいい？
私に許可を求める必要はありません。朝食まで管理する気はありませんから、ご自由にとってください。琥珀なら厨房で朝食の支度をしているでしょうし。
Just burst in there like, Kohaku, I'd like 2 McDonald's hash browns, please. And she's like, you what? Okay, sure, I can try.
サンキュー。じゃあ遠慮なく。
I make for the door. Oh, my left leg really is killing
お
me.
待ちなさい兄さん。先ほどから気になっていましたが、今のではっきりしました。足を怪我していますね。
Oh boy. Oh boy. They said we're gonna need a human doctor. And we only know one doctor that's in this game.
いや、これは捻挫というか、筋を違えたというか、とにかく大した怪我じゃないんで気にしないでくれ。
そうですか。大したことはないと。
Akia walks towards me briskly and then kicks my leg. She said, should have been blocking low, bucko. She then says, block this overhead. Oh my god, I made the joke, but she looks me in the eye and without warning.
えい。
Oh my god, what did she do? Oh, she stepped right on the most swollen part of my left foot, like she knew exactly where it's hurt. She did hit us with the low.
あらびっくり。兄さんのポーカーフェイスも直接的な痛みには脆いのですね。
They weren't kidding. You would eat fish that's alive.
そりゃ弱いよ。っていうか俺の方がびっくりだよ。お前分かっててやっただろ。
誤解ですわ。大した怪我ではないという兄さんの言を信じて精一杯の勇気で試してみただけですもの。
Akia flashes a graceful, oh so wicked smile. This is clearly payback for me not telling her everything. Akia returns to the couch and elegantly lifts her teacup to her lips. As though nothing happened, they already got her another one. She seems to be in a fantastic mood now.
さて、確かに大した怪我ではなかったけど、放っておくのも良くないわね。
Oh boy.
兄さん、課長として命じます。朝食が済み次第、診察を受けるように。怪我の理由はともかく、大げさに痛がられるのは迷惑ですから。
Now, the good news is Kohaku also has medical training. We could get Kohaku instead.
そりゃ診察は受けたいけど、怪我の理由聞かなくていいのか。
興味ありません。どうせくだらない理由でしょうから。だいたい聞いたところで私には内緒なんでしょ。
You're not wrong. It was stupid, but stupid in the way that gets me excited and hyped, which is the best kind of stupid. Akia answers curtly, the very picture of authority.
外傷のない捻挫なら琥珀でも対応できます。
Uh-oh.
ああ、そっか。
Oh
今朝は荒
no.
木先生もいましたね。
Oh boy.
あの人はもともと外科の医師です。
Oh, great.
内科の琥珀と外科の荒木先生。
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say Kohaku is more like pharmaceutical, right? Like she can mix up some crazy stuff to heal you with medicine. Okay, but
お
Dr.
好きな
Arak,
方
yeah.
を選んでください。
Oh my god, are you serious? We get to pick? Huh. It's a little unexpected. Okay, hold up. I'm super... Okay, so like on the one hand... Well, okay, no, we're gonna have to pick both. We're gonna have to pick both anyways. Because like... Since this is Arquid's route, we're gonna have to pick both. But you know what? Let's go with Arak first, because I feel like she'll kill me. Kohaku won't kill me. I still don't trust Professor Arak as far as I can throw her, being a 40-year-old woman who dressed like a 20-year-old woman. So let's do it. I'll have Professor Arak examine me. She might be a bit of an enigma, but I guess she's a real doctor. She's even got the white coat and everything, and her first name is Professor or Doctor, either way.
わかりました。荒木先生には私から伝えておきますので、
Oh my god.
あとは自室で待機していてください。
I'm so scared.
荒木先生は予想のつかない方ですが、医師としての腕は確かです。ここで暮らすのなら頻繁に会う人ですし、これを機に親睦を深めてください。
Do you understand what you're saying? She should be a direct rival to you. What are you talking about? Akia speaks dispassionately, perfectly concise and to the point. Now then, I'll grab breakfast and have my leg looked at afterwards. This is only going to go one way, and you know what way it's going to go, right? Actually, wait, with her, it might go a whole different way. Back in my room, I decide to read a book to kill some time. The Count of Monte Cristo. At around 10, I spot someone in white leisurely swaggering down the hall through my window. I'm just imagining the stankiest walk cycle. I close my book in preparation for what's coming. Sure enough,
Hi! Ohayo-chan!
here we go.
朝から体をいじってほしいとか？しきちゃんから超インラー！私、シチューみたいにたぎった思春期少年病の餌食になっちゃうのかしら？
I think we made a mistake. Without even bothering to knock, the drunkard barges into my room, clasping a flashy bag in one hand. The Arabic music is strange. Like, this sounds like a theme that you'd hear in, like, Babylonia. What are we doing? But then again, they said she's clearly not, like, Japanese. But, again, is she meant to be Greek? What are we doing? I severely regret not choosing Kohaku.
すみません。どうも頼む人を間違えたみたいなんで、帰ってもらっていいですか？
ああ、嘘嘘。限りなく本気だけど冗談よ。
Oh, except not at all.
外来の診察なんて久しぶりだから患者さんとの距離感つかめなくてフランクな挨拶の方がいいかなって気を使ってみたのよ。
She chatters away as she approaches my bed, exaggeratedly swaying her chest and hips with all the subtlety of a runway model. Yet oddly, her footsteps make no sound, almost like a ninja. Write that down. Write that down. That's important. I noticed before that she normally clicks her heels as loudly as possible with every step. Does it mean she's actually taking this examination seriously?
はい、それじゃあ看護出してね。すぐ出してね。どうせなら裸になってね。お姉さん、溢れる興味を1秒も抑えられないから、もたもたしてると食べちゃうぞ。
I might as well just staple my eyebrows to the top of my forehead, because that's where they're at every time she speaks.
酒飲んでませんよね。
飲んでませんわよ。私、ジョージシラフだもん。アルコールなんて摂取するぐらいならチョコ飲むわよ。チョコ。
Please mean the food and not a metaphor. It's true that she doesn't smell like booze, but that would mean she's naturally like this.
お？素直に見せてくれたわね。でも裾をうまく仕上げるだけ？パンツは？パンツ一丁にならないの？男の裸が綺麗な時期なんてせいぜい25までなんだから今のうちに露出液つけておかないともったいないわよ。
Well, shit, I'm past that age then.
いいから早く見てください、博士。俺にも我慢の限度があります。
博士って言った？ねえ、今博士って言った？やっぱそう見える？私。
I'd say like 30%.
まあ、白衣着ていますし、なんというか、ほら。
I want her to be like, oh, this? No, this is Louis Vuitton. She looks exactly like how I'd imagine a mad scientist to look. You're not wrong about that. She's kind of got a cunty Dr. Wily thing going on, you know?
ラブイ！古代ババリにラブイ！よし、ちょっと本気出すか。
What was that line read? What did you say? Can I get that again? Okay. I missed the ability to go back and hear lines again, but that's fine. Whatever. Professor Rack crouches down and starts palpating my legs. That's a new one. I don't know medical terms. Feels kind of weird. Rather than just running her fingers across my skin, she sends little taps resonating through my leg, but doesn't hurt in the slightest. It's almost like a submarine using sonar to guide itself. She's not normal, dude.
やったー。骨にひび入ってるわよ。
There's something about this face that just concerns me.
し
きちゃんは痛いの大好きな子だったのね。だってこんなの普通は我慢できないし。
The widow masochist. Ah, so that's what it was. I'm actually kind of glad it's just a fracture. I wouldn't have been surprised if she told me it was straight up broken in places.
でも変な話ね。ここに亀裂があるってことはこの辺り折れてないとおかしいんだけど。
Uh-oh.
雨村にかかる私。
What? Sorry, what are you doing?
あんた何した今。
Same, bro.
ちょっとした消毒よ。
With your
でもこれ
lips?
開く必要ないわね。固定しとけば明日には治ってるわ。あらくつまんない。
Professor Arak scratches her head disappointedly and removes some medical equipment from her bag. She puts on a pair of brand new latex gloves and prepares a syringe. Now look, I'm a bottom, but I don't think I like where this goes. Once the needles come out, I think I'm done.
一応痛み止め言っとくわね。必要ないんだけど、トーシちゃんから念入りにって頼まれちゃったし。
I swear to God, is this gonna be fentanyl? Are you giving me fentanyl? Professor Arak presses the needle into my leg with one fluid motion. Oh, what's that? Oh, well, never mind. She actually did real good. Once that's done, she finishes by taping my heel and bandaging my leg to keep them in place. She's actually really good at this. I'd wager she's on par with the old man who used to take care of me when I lived with the Arimas. He's a cool guy. He's a real cool guy. If only she could keep her mouth shut, she might be a great doctor. Except in many other ways, he reminds me of her daughter. His daughter.
おかげで助かりました。
You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you know about his daughter. God, that's the wildest plot twist ever. Just that, oh, what? You thought he was a virgin? No! Childhood drama goes far.
いいのいいの。私所詮無面かつ専門外だし、本職は科学者だし、
Huh.
博士って呼んでくれたし。
Akiha, should we have this person in our house then? She seems pretty happy about the professor thing. Judging by her reaction, I bet Akiha has never once called her that.
けどしきちゃん、ずいぶんと体に無茶させたみたいね。人体の運動性、その限界に挑んだ感じ。
Okay, she's a bit more serious now.
私、そういうむちゃくちゃなの大好きだから医者として止めないけど。
Did they really just add more groomers to this game? Because there's arguments to be made about Arkwid and CL. They added 2 more?
おや、医者は本職じゃないんでしょ。
しきちゃんったら辛辣。おとなしそうに見えて根は冷血みたいな。体だけじゃなく精神もハイブリッドなの。っていうか、あなた自分の体についてどこまで理解してるの？
I don't know what to say to this.
貧血持ちのことですか？
そっちじゃなくて筋肉と骨格のこと。エンジンとフレームでもいいわ。
Please don't call me a meat machine.
珍しい体してたから。
Please don't call me that.
筋
That's
肉には
objectification.
瞬発力重視の側筋と持久力重視のチキンがあるわけだけど、しきちゃんは側筋メイン。それはいいんだけど、なんていうか軽いのよね。骨格じゃなくて骨そのものが軽いというか、なんか生まれつき自重をごまかしてふわふわ浮く不思議ちゃんみたいな。
Huh. It's kind of built like a bird.
何ですかそれ。骨が軽いって鳥ですか？俺は。
Why do I even speak? Why do I even speak? This just keeps happening.
あ、そう、そんな感じ。こんなん自然には生まれないわよ。よっぽど配合に凝ったのね。しきちゃんはまさにサラブレッド。たった10秒走るためだけに生まれてきた。
Oh. You mean like Nanaya clan eugenics is going on?
兄弟なのに、トーシちゃんとは正反対。
Whoa. Interesting.
秋葉と正反対なんですか？
Huh.
遠野家の子はみんな優秀かつオールドな遺伝子の配合、異種配合の賜物だけど、トシちゃんはちょっと例外というか特例つうか奇跡。先祖返り、まあ覚醒遺伝ね。配合を始める前の純粋なパターンを持っている。
Atavism. What is that? What is that there? What is atavism? I'm Googling that. Never heard of that term. Atavism. Oh, it literally just means a tendency to revert to something ancient or ancestral. In biology, an atavism is a modification of a biological structure whereby an ancestral genetic trait reappears after being lost through evolutionary change in previous generations. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. Huh. So, like, you could technically breed a dog to get back its dew claws or teeth in chickens. Whoa. Whoa, that's interesting. Oh, is this how, like, you get people that kind of look more like I hate to say it, but like Neanderthal-like? Oh, some infants are born with vestigial tails. Humans who possess large primate-like teeth, snake hearts, which is a coronary circulation and myocardial architecture that resemble that of the reptilian heart. Whoa. Oh, wait, isn't this how you can get, third nipples. Yeah, that's a thing that, yeah. Color blindness is one. That's interesting. But I've heard about, snakes that have, legs start to grow in. Yeah, reappearance of limbs on limbless vertebrates. Huh. Very interesting. I've never heard of this. This is a very interesting thing that I want to do more research on, but I totally won't. But that makes sense. And again, for what it's worth, we do know Akiha's ancestor thanks to FGO. It's very clear.
そうね。あなたが10年に1人の才能なら、あの子は10年、100年、1000年。さて、何年に1人の逸材だと思う？
The corners of Professor Arak's lips curl as she poses me the question. I guess Akiha's the kind of person that only appears... Oh, that's a millennium. That's a millennium for sure.
なんて全部見当違いの話で、
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
人的才能と比べることさえおこがましい。トシちゃんは万年に一人の怪物だもん。
Wow, okay. Professor Arak laughs like she's having a great time. Without thinking, I ball my hands into fists.
あら、妹をけなされて怒っちゃった？私としては最上級の愛情を込めたつもりだったんだけど。
そうですか。だとしても、今の言い方はやめてください。
I don't want her calling Akiha a monster. Now that I know vampires, real monsters exist, I can't stomach the word being used to describe a human being. That goes double when it comes to Akiha.
あら、地雷踏んじゃった？キャー、私怖いから追いかましちゃう。
Arak runs for the door, her heels clicking. I don't say anything to stop her. Yet the woman stops in front of the door, turning around with a sly smile on her face.
でもちょっと博士として忠告しちゃう。もしこの先もそういう怪我をする予定があるなら相談に乗ってあげる。チキちゃん、体がなまりまくってるみたいだし。どう？ 7 年間の檻取ってみたくない？ま、とっても痛いことになるんだけど。
All right, it's fair to say she knows. She knows. She knows all about the actual bloodline stuff. No, she does. From what she's saying, these past 7 years of stagnation, oh no, she knows. She knows that I'm from the Naya clan. Like, it's super obvious. I don't understand what she's getting at. But the idea of accepting her help makes me feel queasy.
謹んで辞退します。もうこんなことは起きませんし。
ええ、そうなるといいわね。じゃあね、じゃあおー。私はいつでも待ってるわよー。
Professor Arek blows me a kiss and leaves the room. That was certainly something. Now that I can move around again, I should figure out how I want to spend the rest of my day. I also want to look up who's her Dr. Arek's voice actress. Yeah, let's see here. It is Mamiko Noto. Okay, what has Mamiko Noto done? Let's see. Any characters that I recognize on here? Kotomi from Clannad. Oh, Fuka from Persona. I think that's the original. Well, no, I think in Japanese they use the same voices. Okay. Oh, Skahawk and Skahawk, Altera, and Brunhild, right. Okay. Yukiko from JoJo Part 4. Okay. Oh, and Fujino? Oh, wow. Those are very different roles. Okay. Now the question is, was that just a return? Oh, well, that's just the same one either way. That's going to be regardless of this. Wait, that's a skip ahead. Huh. Let's see what happens if we choose the other ones then. Let's see here. So let's go to... Oh, shoot, wait. Oh, we'll have to, like, skip way ahead. Wait, how good's the super skip? Real good. Okay, let's go once in a decade.
なんて全部見当違いの話です。
Okay, so then, is that just... That's the same there. Oh, it's literally showing that it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go here. Whoops. Okay.
先祖返り。そうね。
Okay, let's see here. Century.
なんて全部見当違いの話です。
Alright, so then, flowchart. Yeah, it literally doesn't matter. Okay, so, in that case, let's go and... So that's going to be the apologize profusely there. Or should we continue? You know what? I say let's... It's tough to do, because do I want to keep a momentum, or do I want to see if this is the same or different? I think it's going to be the same. Okay, so you know what? Then let's go... Yeah, let's go and be nice to a Kia coalition. That's pretty funny. Let's skip. Actually, these features are incredible. Whoops. Next. Alright, this time let's choose Kohaku. I'll have Kohaku look after me. I should be fine with a compress and some painkillers.
わかりました。では、食後は自室で待機しているように。私は午後から外せない会食があるので外出しますが。
A luncheon.
当主が留守だからといって、あまり羽目を外さないようお願いしますね。
I'm going to get Hisui to grab like a little cart and we're gonna race down the hallways like on luggage. It's gonna be great. I'm not sure why, but Akia seems to be smiling with relief. Oh, maybe she does see Arek as like her rival. That's fun. That's silly. Well then, I'll grab breakfast and have my leg looked at afterwards. I'm sure everything will be normal with her. Right?
お待たせしました。
Okay. That's the Kohaku we know and love. So, Kohaku barges in carrying a retro-looking wooden box.
悪いね、琥珀さん。忙しい中、わざわざ来てもらって。
Sorry, I just needed something for the thumbnail.
いえいえ、今日は休日ですから、お仕事も少なめですので、四季さんのご指名ですもの。私などでよろしければ、いつでもご奉仕させていただきます。
Yeah, you were definitely my first choice. Kohaku approaches my bed with a radiant smile.
ではでは、診察のお時間です。ベッドに腰をかけてください。お加減が悪いのは主に。 ほど。左足だけではなく下半身全体ですね。
見ただけでわかるんですか？
はい、それぐらいは。免許こそ取れませんが、薬剤師と整体師になれるよう子供の頃から鍛えられているんです。
I thought you did have a medical license. I thought you did get one. I thought Makihisa... Well, that might be it. Maybe that's a change for the remake, that she actually doesn't have her medical license. Pharmacology. Oh, maybe getting her pharmacology thing was what she got. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Pharmacology and physical therapy. So that's what Akia meant when she said Kohaku knows internal medicine. I sit on the bed and roll up my pants so she can see my left leg. Kohaku gingerly palpates, again a word that I've never heard before, palpates the leg with her hands. Every time her fingers touch my shin, I'm hit with the urge to cry out in pain. After a few moments, Kohaku looks up at me hesitantly.
四季さん、もしかして骨にひび入ってませんか?
So that's what it was. I'm actually kind of glad it's just a fracture. I wouldn't have been surprised if she told me it was straight up broken in places.
そうかもしれません。でもちょっとだけですよ、きっと。こうして我慢できる程度なんですから。
秋葉様のお気持ちがちょっとだけ分かっちゃいました。四季さんは平気なお顔をしていても、
New expression.
しばらくお待ちください。秘蔵の軟膏などを持ってきますので、それまでベッドから動いちゃダメですよ。
Sorry, from your private stash? Are you gonna give me the good kush? The pitter-patter of her footsteps fades as she runs off down the hall. Let me tell you, I've been dealing with some pretty bad hospitalization stuff recently. And I got just this like muscle cream, let's say. It might have a little leaf logo on it, you know what I'm saying? Boy, that is the nicest stuff. Oh my god, it just... And I'm not smoking it. I can't. I have a heart condition. I can't smoke anything. But I don't know how anyone can be against the big M when, like, that stuff just works miracles. And, like, all it is it's just a really nice... I've used a roller that you just roll on your forehead. Oh, you feel lovely, right? Put on this, like, muscle cream. Oh, it feels wonderful. And it's so simple. That's all you need to do, right? How can you be against that? Oh, but you know, it's more dangerous than alcohol. You're stupid. Left all alone, I start to feel strangely guilty. I don't think I've ever heard Kohaku sound so sad. Kohaku's treatment is surprisingly professional. After applying the ointment, she taped my heel and even gave me a cast for my
い
shin.
や、そこまで大げさにしなくても。
そこまでのことです。ご自分のお体を何だと思ってるんですか?
I don't know, have you seen his tier list placement for Type Lumina? Jeez.
そもそもこんな怪我をどこでこしらえたんです？四季さんの健康を任されたものとしてこれは見過ごせません。
いや、それはですね。
四季さん、正直におっしゃってください。
その喧嘩みたいなものです。
A little heated is
興奮
right.
して殴り合ったというか。
You know what? Things got a little heated, but we played it cool. It's a weak excuse despite being the truth, but I can't tell her any more than this. But I also can't brush her off like nothing happened. That wouldn't be right.
喧嘩ですか？もうダメですよ、そんなこと。わんぱくなのはいいと思いますけど、暴力はいけません。手を挙げられた方も手を挙げてしまった方も痛いだけじゃないですか。
Like, could you imagine, though, if he just looked at her and said, I killed the serial killer? What would she say? I guess there's no such thing as a winner when that happens. Yeah, I mean, except for all the people you saved because you killed a vampire killing thousands. Kawaku's words strike a strangely powerful chord.
それはそうだな。
Yeah.
痛いだけだよな。
Oh, well, no, you are agreeing with her. Never mind, whatever.
でしょ？なのにこんな怪我までしてがっかりです。どんな事情があったにせよ、そんなことをしていると四季さんを見損なっちゃいますからね。
ああ、俺もバカだったって反省中です。 二度とこんなことにならないよう努力します。
But it's fine, because there's no more vampires.
はい分かってくださったのなら結構です。それでは上の具合も見ますから服を脱いでくださいね。
はい。
Without a hint of hesitation, Kawaku stands up and grabs my shirt. She wants me to get naked right here and now. That much is obvious. I mean, it's just your shirt, buddy. You've already done the embarrassing part.
ちょっと待った。そこまでしなくていいです。痛いのは足だけだから。
何言ってるんです。両足もひどいですが、より厄介なのは肩や腰回りだと断言します。ほら、軽い炎症ができてるじゃないですか。
あいた。何？今の
おお。
ツボですか？っていうか、この悪辣な腕の取り方、もしかして小悪さんに生態を教えたろって次男院のジジイでは？
Dang, she's got some. Wait, she literally has command. She gets command grabs in Actress again. So I was gonna make the joke, but no, it's real.
はい、次男先生にはしっかりと四季さんのお体について教えていただきましたとも。あと悪辣ではありません。巧みな指使いと言ってくださいね。
Look, as someone who has actually had massages that have left my back red and like looking like I got beat up by someone, it's not nice. Actually, though, that actually for real, that did feel good when that happened there. It's a technique in China where it's like literally like rubbing on the back till it's like red, but it was done in a way that like once you're done, you feel super limber, even though you then have red markings on your back that look like you've been whipped for like a week. Kawaku pinned me face down against the bed sheets like it was nothing. Dr. Jinan was a traditional doctor I used to see when I lived with the Orimas. I owe him a lot, but right now I'd love nothing more than to pay him back for all this crap.
いや、それはともかく、炎症なら自分で湿布とか貼るから、裸になる必要とかないってば。
You know, it's funny. I expected this from Dr. Arak, not from Kohaku.
ははー、照れてるんですね、四季さん。
Kohaku smiles contentedly as she continues to pull my shirt off.
四季さんのお体なんて見慣れてます。いいから観念してくださいまし。
That's true.
昨夜もお着替えをさせていただきましたから、背中のほくろの位置までバッチリです。
Okay, you didn't have to go that far. Now that she mentions it, I was totally wearing my pajamas when I woke up.
ほら、暴れないでください。せっかく固定した足のギプスがずれてしまいます。
She's right, but that doesn't make it any easier to get naked in front of her.
では仕方ありませんね。私が見るのは背中だけにいたしましょう。
Kind of is, but it's still better than the alternative. If I want to stick a compress there, I'd need to ask for someone's help regardless.
そうだね。
I give in to her persistence and release the tension in my body.
念のため消毒もしておきましょう。喧嘩をなされたのなら小さな傷を負っているかもしれませんし。
The disinfectant stings my skin. It was a busy 2 days. I must be covered in little cuts. Although it stings, it's nothing compared to the dizziness that comes with my anemia. It also doesn't hurt that each time she applies the ointment, she coos at me. She what? Like a pigeon? Like, is she just rubbing this stuff on and going, "Brr, brr," and we're just like, what are you doing? This is weird. I expected the weird pet play from Iraq.
男の子なんですね。
Oh my god, that's even worse. If someone hit me with that, I'd be over. Even with the teasing, it was easier to bear the pain. I guess Kohaku's cheerfulness can't help but rub off on me as she rubs me. Kohaku wraps up her treatment. The past hour felt a lot more by the book than I'd expected. Kohaku really is something.
ありがとう、小白さん。左足も痛まなくなったし、これなら午後もゆっくりできます。
いえいえ、どういたしまして。それではお仕事に戻らせていただきます。痛みが引かない、あるいは悪化したらすぐにお声をかけてくださいね。午後は厨房で夕食の仕込みをしていますので。
Kwaku flashes a smile before leaving my room. Now then, how should I spend the rest of the day? Okay, are we? Now here's the question. If we're back on the same node, then it's all good. But if we're in a different node now, let's see. Okay, so yeah, see, it's fast. So yeah, we're back to, yeah, we've arrived at the same place, right? Okay. I think these would probably be the same, roughly. God, this flowchart's the best thing ever. Let's continue. Because I was seriously like, what did she inject me with? Like Iraq, right? Like what did we do? But the fact that we're back on like the normal route, we're fine. It's already afternoon by the time I've finished my lunch, which is, I'd say, fairly normal. After my examination this morning, walking doesn't really hurt anymore. I won't be able to go all that far, but where should I spend the afternoon? Take a walk around the garden. Ooh. No! Buddy, you said you can't walk that far, right? You know what? Let's try all three of these. I think we can. Let's start with a walk around the garden. I'll take a walk in the garden. It's been a few days since I returned to the mansion, but I haven't walked around the garden even once. I'll go and see how it compares to my memories from 7 years ago. It's actually possible to enter the courtyard from the lobby. The exit is located just behind the main stairs. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I walk out onto the terrace. It's the same terrace that stretches behind the parlor. When we were younger, this area was Akia's space whenever the weather was nice. But really, it wasn't so much her space as was the edge of her territory. Akia didn't venture into the garden on her own. This terrace was as far as she could go. She could go.
そうだった。よく庭から声をかけて家庭教師の目を盗んだっけ。
I think she wanted me to come by here whenever we went out to play. She said it was unfair if we went to play in the forest by ourselves or something. Okay, so people did point out that the mention of the other child was in since the original, which meant it was my role to take Akia into the woods and then shoulder the subsequent scolding. I moved from the terrace into the garden. In the eyes of a child, the garden looked like it stretched on forever. But now that I'm older and taller, I can grasp it in its entirety. There are fewer flowers than there were 7 years ago, but the general atmosphere of the garden hasn't changed a bit. Whoa. Beautiful. After about 10 minutes of leisurely strolling, I arrive at the gazebo. This is where the garden ends. All that lies beyond is a dense forest. Being mindful not to overexert my leg, I decide to end my walk here.
それにしてもつくづく日本離れした屋敷だよな。
That's fair. I sit on a large rock and admire the vast garden in all its autumn splendor. From out here, the mansion feels closer to a castle. I feel so out of place in this picturesque scene that I can't help but force a smile. The only people who'd seem at home at a place like this are Akiha and... Can't get her out of your brain, bro. That astonishingly beautiful woman is the only other person I can think of.
なんだそれ。
I shake my head to chase away the visions of the white woman. Why am I thinking about Arquid at a time like this? It's not like I'll ever see her again. Now that her target, Vlav, is gone, she has no reason to stay in Soya. That's why it's pointless to think back on all that's happened.
だよな。もともとそういう関係だし、どうってことない。
I stop myself short. There's no point in telling myself such a poor lie. Things may have calmed down since we parted, but that doesn't mean it feels great. Even now, I'm haunted by these feelings. Regret for the things I did and for things I couldn't do. Although she brought me nothing but trouble, our time together was, well, it was fun.
バカか俺は。
Yeah, you are. She almost got me killed. Why can't I get her out of my head? The injuries from last night still scar my legs. Remember how Vlav nearly killed you? You shouldn't want to go through something like that ever again. I sigh and leave the gazebo behind. I take my time on the way back too, wandering aimlessly through the garden. But my regrets refuse to set with the sun. My thoughts continue to wander long after the light has faded from the horizon. Alright, so that's probably going to be the end of the scene. Let's see here. We'll double check. Oh yeah, it's like super night now. Ooh. Lovely shot. Ah, evening dinner. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Flowchart. Oh, that's that's a direct go down. The weekend's end. Whoa, I shouldn't have looked at that. Okay. Let's go back and see what the other ones do, though, because I'm curious. Let's see. So let's go to next scene. Yes. Let's go around the mansion. I'll take a look around the mansion. I doubt it's changed much in the last 7 years, but maybe I can discover something new now that I've grown older. I'm trying to even think of whatever could be here. Well then, after walking around the mansion for an hour, I've come to a conclusion.
立ち入り禁止の区画が多すぎない。
Oh, never mind then, okay. I grumble aloud despite being alone. The Tono Mansion is about as big as a hotel, and just like a hotel, it has lots of rooms most people aren't allowed to enter. The second floor of the East Wing is especially outrageous. Not in a bad way, though. It just feels overwhelming. While most rooms were locked, that wasn't the case for the East Wing's second floor. But whenever I thought to check it out, I'd start feeling dizzy, almost like the hallway itself was shifting beneath me. What are we doing?
許可なしで入ったら絶対に殺すという強い意志を感じる。
Oh boy. By her, I mean Akiha, of course. It may just be paranoia, but I avoided the second floor of the East Wing entirely. I feared that if I entered, my social life would be over forever.
ああ、それが正解だ。
Oh? My god. You're still here.
おいそれと当主の生活空間に入るものじゃない。
You're still here.
家族であろうともね。
Huh.
昔からここではそうだっただろう、四季君。
I jump, surprised at the voice that calls out to me from behind. Spinning around, I find him standing there.
屋敷の探索は終わったかね。私としては出戻った人間には自室でおとなしくしていてほしいのだが。
I find the chains on his neck to be very interesting. Very interesting.
それはどうも。こっちもよく知らない人間にうちの周りを歩いてほしくないですけど。
私を知らないのは君だけなんだが。まあ、そこは流そう。お互い深く関わり合う立場じゃない。
I would have expected you to be gone already, honestly. It's been a week.
今日はそうだな。
Huh.
私も気が緩んでいたらしい。君の後ろ姿から昔を思い出してね。声をかけてしまったんだよ。
俺を見て昔を思い出したですか。
Does he mean...
なあ、牧久さんがまだ万全だった頃だ。ここ数年は部屋にこもりがちだったが、もともとは植物を愛する人でね。こうして屋敷の周りを歩いていた。
Huh. Did that move on to Kohaku?
牧久さんが植物に造形が深かったことは
No.
私も少しはかじっていてね。二人で
Huh.
よくそこの植物園で語り合ったものさ。
植物園。 なんか厳重に施錠されてますけど。
入り口はね、裏口は簡単な鍵で開けられる。
Oh.
持っているのは琥珀状かな。ありがたいことに今でも最低限の世話をしてくれているようだ。
That's where her weird ass plants are. That's a surprise. Psyche addresses Kohaku as Miss. I mean, huh. No, that is a bit weird. She's the help. It's not at all how I expected him to talk about a servant.
あなたは琥珀さんと親しいんですか？
私があの使用人と
Buddy? What are we doing? His sarcastic scoff turns into full-blown laughter. I don't need to ask to know what he found so funny. He's laughing at me.
何かおかしなことを言いましたか？
いや、失敬。今のは私が悪いんだ。何しろ君に落ち度はない。ただ、あんまりな質問だった。私は琥珀城とはそう親しくはないよ。彼女と話すようになったのは、秋葉が当主になってからだ。琥珀城は秋葉の秘書役でもある。必然、会話の機会も増える。どちらかというと、私は翡翠城と顔見知りだがね。
Okay. Why? Another surprise. This weirdo and Hisui are acquainted. What does that mean? Cause like I'd say Kohaku was into like a lot of weirdness with like the mystical side of things just because of her plans to try and destroy the Tono household, basically. But Hisui kind of stayed away from all that. So what are we doing?
昔の話だよ。ここ数年は全く話をしていない。挨拶程度はするがね。
Has this guy been in the house for a long time? What are we doing?
さて、私も日差しを浴びすぎた。肌が痒くていけない。
I'm gonna be real, bro. It always looks itchy. As Goto Saiki raises his hand, a car that was waiting in the parking area comes around to the entrance. I guess that means our conversation is over.
ああ、本題を聞き忘れていた。どうかな？7年ぶりに屋敷を見た感想は。
特に驚きはないです。子供の頃の記憶合わせができたのは1回だけですし。
I answer the human mummy. Well, I mean, you could call him that, but it's kind of rude, buddy. I answer the human mummy Goto Saiki's question.
なんだ、面白い。しかし、そうだな。過去から戻ってきたとしても、見違えるような現実なら。
Goto Saiki says his piece and leaves the Tono mansion behind. He visits the mansion pretty often. Maybe he has a residence in Soya. That's weird. It's obvious that he considers me an enemy, or at least an obstacle. Well, you know what they say. Know thy enemy, right? I should get more information on him as insurance. Yeah, because he's the one of the wildest wild cards here. I feel like we know nothing about him. I don't want to end my day off like this. Collecting myself, I return to exploring the mansion. I think I'll try the garden next. Oh, will we actually head there now, or is that going to be for another time? Let's see. Oh, that sounds like now. No, this is the terrace. Wait, are we just going to... Oh! Oh, then this is the same scene. Oh! Wait. Okay, no, this is now... Okay. Okay, so then this is gonna be... Yeah, this is the same. Okay. Yeah, this is roughly the same. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is now all the same. Can I actually, one thing I want to check is, can I do a config auto skip cleared scenes, fast forward, read only? Good. So if we do fast forward, then it will not do the other stuff then. Good. Okay, so we could do this. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back here, right? Oh man. They really got that done. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that just has then the second part there. Okay. So let's go back again, and let's now try to go. It's going to be very obvious. We're going to try to leave to the town, and they're going to be like, what are you doing? No, you're not. And they're going to then probably put us back into the garden. I could make my way to town. I'll walk towards the station. I'm a little worried about going down the hill with my leg like this, but I can just turn back if it hurts too much. They're not going to let me leave. Tell Hisue I'm going out for a bit, and she dutifully sees me off to the gates. Wow, okay.
四季様、お帰りは何時頃
I'm
でしょうか。
surprised they're letting me leave.
心配はいらないよ。今日はちゃんと夕方までには帰ってくるから。
Huh.
かしこまりました。それでは行ってらっしゃいませ。
I guess we really did just kind of return to the status quo. Hisui bows deeply. Embarrassed at the formality of it, I take my leave. Huh. Okay. Oh, are we gonna go see if this place is back to normal or something? Like, or, oh no, it's super not. Okay. Before I know it, my feet have carried me to the station's north exit. Not even a full day has passed since last night's events. The area is surrounded by do not enter signs and an abundance of security personnel. Feels weirdly excessive with one guard stationed every 5 meters or so. Even a cat would have trouble sneaking in. The fire from yesterday is being reported as starting from an underground gas explosion. In the Nasuverse, everything is gas explosions. It's, oh, did you hear about the gas explosion? It's like every time. Every time something goes wrong, the church is like, hit him with the gas explosion excuse. At least 20 people dead, over 50 injured. And that doesn't include the police who were on the scene. The public will never know about the brave officers who were burned alive by the vampire. I realize something feels off. The collapsed area is neatly roped off to prevent anyone from entering, but no one is entering at all. Not even the officials you'd expect to be on site. I thought it'd be crawling with investigators and construction workers. There's barely a police presence. The area is being guarded by a private security force, PMCs. And as a result, there's barely a single officer in the area. The police must not have the manpower after all that's happened. Huh. That's really interesting. I head back to the area in front of the station. Once I'm there, I find a bench to sit down on and start watching the people pass by me. I'm not sure how much time I spent staring into the hustle and bustle, but suddenly... Oh man. I stand up, thinking I've seen her, only to realize that I'm mistaken. Since the yen is so low, it's just another white woman going to Japan for her travel vlogs. Oh, that'd be so funny if that was the case. That'd be so funny. Even if it had been her, I wouldn't have a reason to approach her. Now that her target Vlav is gone, Arkwit has no reason to remain in Soya. I'm such an idiot. What is it that drove me to waste time in town in the first place? Okay, so we're coming to the same conclusion, just not in the garden. I stop myself short. There's no point in telling myself a lie this unconvincing. I mean, things may have calmed down since we parted, but that doesn't mean it feels great. Even now, I'm haunted by these feelings. Regret for things I did, and for the things I couldn't do. Although she brought me nothing but trouble, our time together was, well, it was fun.
カか、俺は。
Once again, you may be. She almost got me killed. Why can't I get her out of my head? The injuries from last night still scar my legs. Okay, so this is roughly the same, yeah. Just in a different
もうすぐ夕
location.
方だ。屋敷に戻ろう。
I shake my head to cool down and leave both the city and my visions of Arkwood behind me. Okay. Well, I think there's going to be a pretty big scene coming up here. So I think we will leave that then for next time instead, where we finish up our day here, have supper, and go to sleep. Because if it is what I think, oh boy, I might need to prepare for that. So flowchart has, yeah, all gone to roughly the same place. Okay. Yeah, in that case, let's hit that save there. I love these scene names. Those are very good. Alright guys, thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time for some more Let's Read Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon. Ciao. Yo.